part of it was very important for you guys to know how to plot points. What do I mean by that? So say we're given a point. Say A is 2, 3, B is, let's just reverse it, 3, 2, and C negative 1, 2, D equal negative, no, let's put a positive here and then a negative. So let's say 4, negative 5. We're going to plot these points. Now, this line run from left to right, or the horizontal line is known as the x-axis. So this is the x-axis. To the left are known as negative number, but first, this is known as the origin. So it's the origin, and that is the point where x meets y at 0, 0. So right here is the origin. Now if we were asked to plot 2, 3, what it means, x is always first. So it's always in this form. Any point, say let's point A, is always x, y. So just like in the alphabet, we have x, y, so x is always first. So this means 2, 3 means x is 2 and y is 3. Now there's a simple way to do this. The fact that x is 2 and the x-axis run horizontally, what we need to do is to find positive 2, which is right here, and then from there we find positive 3. So we just draw a little dotted line. This is how my 7th graders do it. They dot that line, and then what they basically do now is to draw from 3 another dotted line, and where they intersect or meet, that is the point, and then them rub it out. That's what I see they do. So that's the point 2, 3, and that point is A. So we can just label it. Alright. Next, we ask to find 3, 2. So we find 3 on the x-axis because x is always first, and 2 on the, see it? And this is 3, 2. So it's 3 across, 2 up. Alright, good job guys, good job. I know you're paying attention, and that is point B. Now let us look at another one. C is equal to negative 1, 2. Because it's negative and to the left of the origin are negative numbers, we must come over this side to find negative 1. Oops, one place, and then we go up to positive 2. So this is C and it's negative 1, 2. Pay attention guys, very carefully. Next we're going to look at 4, positive 4, because x is first, so it's positive 4, and come down all the way to negative 5. So it's 4, negative 5. Now, I show you those 4 points. Now I'm going to show you E and F, and those are known as the killer. I call them the killer because students tend to mix them up. Say we have 0, 2, and so E and F is say 3, 0. Now, what is very important and very critical, I was teaching a boy from JC and I realized this was the only thing that he did not know, why he kept getting his graphs wrong. The boy did not know that the line, this line, which is the y-axis, let's label this, the y-axis is the line x equals 0. So anywhere on this y-axis, x is 0. So this is 0, negative 5. At 4 is 0, negative. X is always 0. So at this point 2, 0, negative 2. And very interestingly, the x-axis is the line y equals 0. So for all of these points on the axis itself, the x-axis, it is 0. So if we should go right here, y is 0. So this is 2, 0. You understand? So let us find 0, 2. Now, the fact that x is 0, which means it must fall on the y-axis. That's why I say it's very interesting. So we just find positive 2 right here, and that is E. And that is 0.02. So x is 0 on the y-axis, and on the x-axis, y is 0. So this f, we're going to find 3. So on 0, right? So y is 0, so it means that it falls on the x-axis. So we just find positive 3, and this point would be point F. 3, 0. So guys, once you know the difference between the x-axis and the y-axis, and that the x-axis is the line y equals 0, and the y-axis x equals 0, then you're good to go. Now we can focus on plotting a graph. We're going to do a very simple one because, to be frank, all of them are simple. You just need the concept. Once you have the concept, you're good. So let me just clear it up. This is still the y-axis. Can label that back. So this is the line x equals 0 and y-axis. And this is the line y equals 0. Alright, we are going to graph y is equal to 2x plus 1. Now, this is in the form y equal mx plus c, where c represents the y-intercept, or where the graph cuts the y-axis. So from looking at it, we know the graph is going to cut the y-axis at positive 1. Now 2 is the gradient. I'm going to do gradient in the next video, so you guys watch out for that. Alright, this that I'm going to give you now is called the domain, or the x values. So, and this tells us where the graph must start and where it must end. So for this video, we're going to start it at -2 and end it at +2. But guys, remember, they can give you the domain at all times. You are going to have to look at this. So it's x is equal to, x is less than or equal to -2, and x is less than or equal to 2. So it means that the length of the graph is going to run from there. And it's just for this video. So you can just pre it and see. So now what we're going to be doing is to put these values in the equation, and then, so -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. Don't forget 0, right? So 2 times -2 plus 1 is equal to -4, plus 1 equal -3. For -1, it would be 2 times -1 plus 1. So 2 times 2, -2 plus 1 equal -1. And for 0, we don't even have to work out for 0. It's always this, right? So the intercept is when x is equal to 0. Next, we have 2 times 1 plus 1, 2 ones 2, plus 1 equal 3. And for 2 twos 4, plus 1 equal to 5. So now that we get these points, we're going to plot them. So -2 matches with positive with -3. So we get the points. So I did the points plotting first. -1 matches with -1. 0 go with 1, as we can see, and 1 go with 3, and 2 go with 5. So we're going to plot these points, and then we see if we get a straight line. So negative 2 with negative 3. We're gonna rush this part of it because you guys already did that, alright? Negative 1 goes with negative 1. So it's right here. Negative 1 at the intersection, yes. And 0 go with 1, so it will be on the x-axis. Next we have 2. What 2 got with again? I can never do the values with 2, you know. But anyway, 2 2s 4 plus 1. No, oh, we need to do 1 for 1. So 1 go with 3. And 2 goes with 5. So 2 matches with 5. So guys, all after you finish, you just simply draw a line right through. And that would be your answer. It's very easy, guys. Just follow the steps, alright? But before you finish, you need to do this. Label it. Y is equal to 2x plus 1. And see, the graph cut the y-axis at positive 1, and we have a gradient of 2. So, but I'll be showing you the gradient in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next video, alright?